Okay, connecting. Okay, I think we're live and people are joining us. Yes. We are ready now to hear from Edward Nwokedi, who will be talking about this RedSwan CRE marketplace. Edward, I know you want to share your slides, so please take the stage and go ahead.
Can you see my screen?
No, you need to press the present to audience button in the bottom right below us.
Okay, present to audience in the bottom right below you. Which button is that?
It is a squared button with a small arrow. It's right next to the microphone.
Got it.
Yep, and you can choose to share your slides or to just share your screen.
Okay, can you see it now?
No, still not.
No. It says present. Okay, select PDFs, share screen. There we go.
Yeah, now you found it.
Okay, so now share. Is that working?
Yes, you are sharing. Fantastic.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you see this? Shaping the future of real estate?
Yes, we are seeing it. I will hide myself now, so you have the whole stage.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you very much for inviting me. This is exciting. We think the space we're in is actually evolving and adapting extremely well. And I want to give the viewers a little bit of an idea of what we're doing. We feel that we're adding quality content in terms of digital real estate assets to the blockchain by tokenizing properties. As you know, it's a huge marketplace, and we feel that we're just at the beginning, but we're doing a pretty decent job so far. We've got about $3 billion worth of real estate that's been tokenized. We feel that by doing this, we're actually creating accessibility, affordability, and by creating liquidity, we allow investors to be able to enhance their investment through trading and early exit options. As you know, it's a $75 trillion marketplace. We think that's significant. When you look at commercial real estate, most sponsors are using debt. And so there always seems to be about 35% of trapped equity in real estate. That's about $26 trillion if you look at the overall market cap. And that's the opportunity in which we are seeking to provide value add to our clients. You can look at most real estate and you see that the blockchain actually provides the tokenization, which we think makes it much faster, much easier, much more efficient in terms of cost. And I believe that the accessibility and also affordability is very important for a lot of investors to lean in. I've been in this industry for many years, and we found that there's a lot of wealthy investors that stay away from real estate because they don't like to be locked up for a long period of time, and therefore, and also they can't really get involved in some of the high quality real estate, which has really been regulated towards institutional investors. I'll give you an example of a huge liquidity problem. Like I said, 30–40% is locked up. Investors who are looking to provide liquidity to their shareholders usually have to sell the asset in order to generate enough yield, enough profit in order to pay down their loan and pay off their shareholders. But then they have to start that cycle all over again to use that capital to avoid paying taxes in terms of capital gains. They have to use that capital to roll back into another piece of real estate. We think that's very wasteful period of use of their time and hard-earned money, and it's also becoming more difficult these days to find properties that you can invest with your new profits that will give you the same type of yields you had yesterday, just because the pricing of real estate keeps going up and up and up. Also, investors are, I think, pretty tired of being locked in their investments for a number of years. And so I think by having the liquidity aspect for them to buy and exit allows for more investors to crowdfund into digital real estate. We are a solution provider. I've been in commercial real estate for a number of years, and we are here to help building owners to be able to establish their digital footprint on real estate, and give them consulting advice on how to capitalize and generate profits from their real estate. issue the capital to the marketplace, assist in secondary trading, and of course provide the asset management capabilities for all the tokens that we create. And that means providing all the corporate communications, dividends, declarations, and helping clients with the quarterly reporting of the performance of their properties. I'm a veteran of the commercial real estate industry. I've been working before RedSwan the past 18 years with Cushman & Wakefield. I headed up their capital markets advisory division for multifamily for the state of Texas, where we've done billions of dollars worth of transactions. So I'm very familiar with the space, the properties, the owners, both national and global, and many of the investors. Prior to Cushman & Wakefield, I did dabble and was fortunate enough to dabble into technology, and was successful in co-founding a startup that raised $95 million from very high-end investors on Sand Hill Road, like Lightspeed Investment, and turned that into a successful exit to a Fortune 500 company. The reason why I moved into this space for tokenization of real estate is because really this SEC's authorization to turn digital assets into STOs, that was really the turning moment for me, knowing that we now have a very bullish way to recapitalize, and knew that that was going to be successful. Talk about my team a little bit. We've got a great team. I think one of the best in the space in terms of experience with real estate, trading, as well as technology. Also, partners are very important. These partners help us with advice in terms of technology, in terms of trading, in terms of licensing, broker dealers, custody, treasury management, and tax advice. So we think our partners are very, very valuable, and I just want everyone to know who we're working with. It's a compelling market today, and when we started in 2018, we didn't see as much energy in the industry, but I tell you, since the pandemic hit, there's been more activity, people calling up, looking to tokenize their asset, asking questions about the benefits of tokenization, and we've just been signing up new customers, which we're very excited about. The demand for alternative investments in general is really skyrocketing. We're sitting at around $10 trillion today for alternative investments, and according to Preqin, which is a renowned global research company regarding alternative investments, they're predicting that we're going to see $14 trillion in alternative investments in the next 2 years. And mostly on the top of the list is real estate, prop tech, digital, and also tech companies are what most of this money is being poured into, either direct investments or through IRA investments. And we feel that we are ready for that demand. Also, you cannot ignore what has been happening over the past several years with regards to cryptocurrencies. We are now sitting at just above $2 trillion in M1 supply of crypto in the marketplace, and that's probably going to grow to $8 trillion in the next 4 years based on the corporations coming into the marketplace. And we think that's a significant amount of capital that cannot be ignored anymore. That's why you're seeing major institutions like Goldman Sachs and leaning into this industry because they don't want to lose clientele. We think that is a significant opportunity because all that digital capital is probably not going to go back to fiat, and they're going to need options in terms of where to park their money. You can see from today with Bitcoin falling significantly in value, almost 30-something%, it's going to probably freak people out who are sitting on cryptocurrency as an investment tool because they realize now they're worth a lot less than they were yesterday. And that volatility, we think, is going to scare people into moving into other opportunities for their digital currency as an investment. We think real estate is the best investment as a digital asset. As you know, it's very stable. It produces income and also has significant long-term growth. So really the question becomes, which real estate asset should you buy based on your research or advice from your advisor? So we are focused on providing high-quality institutional assets in commercial real estate to our investors. Just FYI, for the international markets, we created a digital real estate fund for high quality assets so that people can participate in some of the digital assets we created here in the United States. And we think this is a very, very good opportunity for international investors to be able to buy real estate in the US without too much frustration. We have a core fund, which is roughly $800 million, and that is for, of course, core assets. It has a dividend payout of 4%. I won't go into anything, so I'm not trying to sell a commercial here. I'm just letting you know what we've done. We've also created a value add fund, which gives you a substantially more yield, just because we're putting the money into more value add properties. And with today's world, with many of the commercial real estate assets underperforming because of COVID, there's a lot of great buys out there that will have significant appreciation and value. If anything like what happened in 2008 is going to repeat itself, we think these are good opportunities to jump into. It's all about the cost basis when you're buying real estate. In terms of our selection, we're very competitive, we're very analytical, and we vet every property extremely well. So you would see only the top quality type of institutional assets, as well as very, very strong, experienced sponsors. You can see some of these assets are on our marketplace right now to give you an idea of what we're selling in terms of shares. And these are the core type of assets we're marketing today. We have something in the San Francisco Bay Area, high-rise development, another high-rise in Brooklyn, New York, that's already stabilized, and also new projects in Silicon Valley. So these are the type of projects that we're offering to our clients. And as you can see, the minimum investment is only $1,000, and the interest in the targeted IRRs are various between the various assets, but pretty attractive. These are projects we're working on. We're in progress right now, so it gives you an idea. But I want everybody to know that this fund is going to be facilitated through DigiShares as our partner, and so they'll be allowing us through this technology to issue shares to foreign investors who would like to participate in commercial real estate in the United States. And also, I want to give you an idea of how you would be able to obtain liquidity through our process in our program. This gives you an idea of what your dashboard will look like if you're an investor and you're buying some of our projects, so you can keep track of all of your holdings. And I think what's most important is when you want that liquidity, you're able to just come here to our peer-to-peer exchange module and be able to sell and advertise amongst people within our ecosystem, but also we would put these opportunities onto ATSs so that they have even more visibility and exchange opportunities. But based on the fact that we have so much traffic coming to our website, specifically looking for real estate opportunities, we feel that this peer-to-peer would be a great exchange medium for people to enter and exit real estate assets. Also, we feel, just as a general principle, the liquidity benefit of real estate has been very powerful in terms of providing extra value. If you look at, for example, some of the projects that have traded, were issued in 2018, such as the Aspen Hotel, that was issued at $1 a share back in 2018 as a hospitality real estate asset. And I just checked yesterday on the secondary market, is trading at $1.26 a share. So that's a premium of 25%. So just think about that. If you're buying into an asset that gives you a yield of, let's say, 5 or 6% as a dividend, but you can trade it to tomorrow when your holdout period is done for a premium of 20 to 25%. We think those are benefits that don't exist in the regular real estate market. So I wanted to be brief because I only had 15 minutes, and I'm opening this up for questions right now. See if there are any questions. Meta, any questions? I see a couple questions here. Let's see, can net lease properties still get the depreciation benefits. Also, T0 mentioned in their call they're having triple net lease properties. Is that an attractive new segment for RedSwan? We look at all types of institutional properties that we think will provide a competitive yield to our investors. Triple net lease properties are also properties we would definitely take a look at, just because they have a cash flow that's positive, and usually with their rating of triple A, they are from very top quality tenants that are holding those assets. So yes, something we consider. We don't have that in our platform right now. Mostly what we have is multifamily opportunities, which are really the darling of the commercial real estate industry. But we're now looking at storage, self-storage. We're looking at office opportunities, and we're also looking at industrial, as well as some retail.
Oh, Edward, I think we're about out of time.
Okay, any other questions?
I think there are a few ones in the chat, but because we're already 2 minutes over, I think what we yeah, time moves so fast. I think what we have to do is save these questions. And is it possible that you can maybe answer them on social media if you give your some contact handles?
Sure, yes, I'm on social media. My Twitter is at ApartmentPro on Twitter, but also you can see me on LinkedIn. Just type in my name, Ed Nwokedi. And our website address is www.redswan.io, and my email address is on the website as well. So look forward to any other questions. Look forward to maybe the questions on the panel that's going to follow this, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah, I will say to the people whose questions did not get answered, try again when we do the panel. Thank you, Edward, and I'll see you very soon.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Next coming up is our first case study. It is Via Owl Distillery, and it is presented by Christian de Gran. So I will go backstage with Christian now, and I'll see everybody in the next session very shortly. Bye-bye.